Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial. This is a humidity proof, sweat proof foundation routine. It is summertime. I live in Maryland. There is so much humidity here in Maryland that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and film a humidity proof, sweat proof foundation routine para mis bonitas because I feel like I have a good one. I've been out these past few days. It's been hot and I feel like I have a pretty good routine for you guys. So let's just go ahead and transform this face because I'm ready to show you guys how I get this makeup to where it needs to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the e.l.f. Power Grip Spray. This is a setting spray, but I like to use this as a primer spray. So I'm gonna spray. Mind you, I already went in with like my main essentials for skincare, like my oils, moisturizers, all of that. So now I can go in and start to really do the prep for the skin before foundation. So once we go ahead and apply that e.l.f. Power Grip Spray, I'm going to just kind of let it sink into the skin. This spray has been great on me who has oily skin to prep my makeup. Not as a setting spray just because I don't have dry skin, so I don't need it to look dewy. I just need something that's going to allow for things to have a nice grip to them and start gripping things and putting the pieces together for this foundation routine. So next up, I'm gonna go in with this right here. This has been one of my favorites. This is the NYX Blur Screen Primer. This one does contain 30 SPF and it's a blurring, long-wearing primer. I have really been enjoying this product. I've been using it every time I really want my makeup to last because not only does it have that sunscreen protection that I need, but it also does a beautiful job of blurring the skin and also making the makeup last todo el día. What I do when it comes to a long wearing sweat proof, humidity proof routine is I like to layer a lot of things, but thin layer of it. So I go in with thin layers of everything, and that's going to really kind of start to create a base that is going to not look heavy, but also last all day long. It blends in very nicely. I don't have like that sunscreen tint all throughout my complexion, and I'm getting my needed SPF. Now we're gonna move on to our complexion product, and for that, this has been my tried and true. I've mentioned this many times. This right here is the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint. This is a 24-hour skin tint. Now, you may be thinking, a skin tint for a long wearing product in this humidity? Yes, trust me, just trust me, this stuff is so good. I use it all the time when I want my makeup to look flawless and last todo el día. Like, this is the one. It comes with a dropper. What I like to do is I like to just go in like this, apply it like this, and then kind of, you know, let it do its thing. You can tell I love this product so much because I'm running very low on it. I'm gonna have to do a restock on this, but this stuff is good. It is really, really good, and it's affordable. Now for the color, that's where it's a little bit of a doozy for me because I think it's maybe in the 300 shade. I will find the shade and let you guys know. It's just completely faded from here. So the reason why I like to go in with this product, and we're gonna just start blending it out with a sponge first. So like I was saying, the reason I like to go in with a product like this is because it is a very thin type of product in terms of very lightweight. It gives me coverage for sure. It's covering what it needs to cover, but it's a very lightweight product, a thin layer. So that's really going to allow to really have things layer very nicely on top of this. Now, mind you, when it comes to a long wearing foundation routine, you wanna go in thin layers like I've been mentioning. You don't want to go in with super heavy things because guess what? At the end of the day, when you start to get sweaty, when everything feels sticky, it's going to just look heavy and cakey, and it's not gonna feel good if you're wearing things that are super duper thick and heavy on the skin. You want as many lightweight products, especially with oily skin. You'd go in with powders, you know, to really lock everything into place. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure that the products that you're using underneath easily work with the powders that you're going in. So for me, I like to just work in layers and use products that are lightweight, because the last thing you want to feel, especially in the summertime with all this humidity and heat, is you don't want to feel heavy. You see, the skin is evened out, but it still looks like beautiful natural skin. So the next product that we're going to go in with, and this is where we're going to go in and start to layer on setting spray. So the best setting spray, if you want things to really last, is the One Size On Till Dawn setting spray, this right here. So this is my mini one, but I also have a larger size. But what I do is I spray this. So before we go in with anything else, I spray this, and we're going to be spraying this a few times before we do the last spray. Now, this is for it to really last. You just want to spray the foundation before you apply any concealer or anything. And one thing I will say, for me, I really like to hit the perimeter of my face, because that's kind of where the foundation or skin tint removes the quickest. We're gonna let that sink into the skin, do its thing. While we do that, I'm going to do the eye makeup. It's gonna be really quick, easy eye makeup. And then we're going to finish up the rest of the face, do the concealer, and do a little bit of some blush, bronzer. So I'll be right back. But went ahead and did the eye makeup today. I did a little bit more of a matte look. I don't know why. I was kind of feeling a matte eye look. I'm using the Reina Rebelde Sirena palette. It has been one of my favorite little eyeshadow quads. I will link it, Latina owned. But I really love it because I just wanted something, you know, simple. So now we're gonna move on to the eyes, like the concealer. So for concealer, I have been really enjoying the Tower 28 concealer, and this one is in the shade OC. And I'm just going to apply it right here, see? I think we're gonna go ahead and just start off with one eye at a time. What I really like about this concealer is how lightweight this consistency is. It's a very creamy, blendable consistency. It just works so well on the under eyes. I also love this color. I feel like it's the perfect brightening shade. And I'm just going to be applying it like this. I have very creasy under eyes, so I really appreciate a product that I can easily blend out. It sits really lightweight and natural on the under eye, and I don't have to worry about it feeling thick or heavy. I mean, look at the difference with just the concealer already. It makes such a huge difference. For powder, my holy grail powder right now has been the One Size Ultra Peach powder, and I just go in with the puff by One Size, the little mini puffs, and I'm going to just set everything into place like that. As you guys can see, we're setting directly on the under eye, and we're just going to start to create that really nice matte finish to the whole look. And it begins with the under eyes because that's where we set first. Now, this is the reason why I go in with very lightweight products for the complexion. We went in with the Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint, a very lightweight yet great coverage product. Then we go in with a very lightweight concealer. And then we go in with the heaviest product that's gonna lay on the skin, and that is the powder. And we let the powder sit there while we get the job done because we want it to be as long wearing as possible. Once we've given this some time to set, we're gonna go back in and we are going to take a brush and we're going to just start to dust that away. Like so. And look how pretty that looks. Look at that, literally flawless, flawless. So we're just gonna kind of leave this be for a little bit. We already set the under eye, and look at the difference between setting the under eye and not having anything on the under eye. On the under eye, like huge difference, huge difference. And you guys can see how beautiful the powder looks on top of the skin tint because of the fact that the skin tint is a very lightweight product. So it's starting to come together. but I just wanted to show you guys the difference between each side because it's a difference. But for concealer, you can use any concealer of your preference, anything that's very lightweight that you like, you can definitely use that. But for powder, I would absolutely say use the one size powder because this powder is truly my favorite. While we do that, we are going to work with some cream products, and I'm going to go ahead and first start off with my nose contour. I always like to go in with the Fenty Beauty Match Stick, and this one is in the shade Mocha. Now for my nose contour, I have to say the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks, they are long wearing because my nose contour always stays in place really well. It doesn't fade. You don't need to worry about it, you know, moving around or anything like that. While this side bakes too, I'm gonna go in with the LYS bronzing stick. And I'm just going to go in like this, like that, here, here. This is another great, really long wearing creamy product. The way that I like to set these products and just have them really last on the skin nicely is just going in with my powder. And like I said, I just use the peach powder to set all over the face. What you can do too is you can go in with a powder bronzer to kind of lay everything down on top. You don't have to, but I just feel like for me personally, I prefer to just go with the powder that I'm going to set all over the face because that really allows everything to just grip on really nicely as a whole. Okay, we have done that. Now we're gonna go in, dust away the powder right here, like so. So it's starting to come together. Okay, the next step we're gonna go ahead and do is our blush. So for blush, just because blush tends to be the product that can fade easier, I'm going to go in with my trieds and trues, these two right here. Okay, RHODE cream blushes are extremely long wearing. I've tested them out. One time I was testing it out and I literally fell asleep with my makeup on. I don't do it often, so don't judge me, but I did. I just so happened to do it this night, and when I woke up, my blush was still looking amazing. Now, today we're gonna do a little bit of a combination. So I'm gonna go in with these tones, these like orangey tones. I'm gonna first go in with Spicy Marg by RHODE. And I'm gonna go right here, I see. And I'm gonna blend it out. You guys can see it's also working so beautifully with the skin tint, which we love. We want a skin tint that's really going to look phenomenal. So this is definitely one that I really, really enjoy. So this alone will do great. But if you really want to take things to the next level and kind of add a little bit more, I don't know, like more of a matte effect to the blush, you go in with NYX Buttermelt blushes. These are great. This one is in BUTTA, and BUTTA is a really pretty, really pretty like corally shade. So we're just gonna apply that on top like that. Then once we've done that, we're gonna go in and we're gonna go in with another layer of this setting spray, the one size setting spray. So far we've done, this will be our second layer of the setting spray. So first we did with just the skin tint. Now that we have cream bronzer, blush, concealer, powder, we're gonna go in and set again. This is one of those products that you absolutely need. The one size On Till Dawn setting spray. If you want your makeup to last all day long and look absolutely stunning, this is the product you need right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to bake the face a little bit. We're going to just really lock everything further into place. So I'm gonna go back in with a bigger puff and the Ultra Peach one size powder. I'm gonna just carve out the areas where, you know, I wanna clean up like that. And then I'm gonna just kind of powder everything. Now that we have that, I'm gonna go in all the areas where I get very dewy. So right here, a little bit on the chin, the smile lines, they get very dewy. Then a little bit on the nose, a little bit above the Cupid's bow. Then I'm gonna take it up here like the T-zone area. These are the places where we want to target. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just let that sit on the skin. And one of the reasons why I love the one size powder so much is because once you remove the powder with a brush, the skin looks absolutely flawless. Like there's been occasions where I take a picture, no filter, no nothing, and my skin just looks stunning. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now, once we've applied the powder, is we're just gonna let it sink. So at this point, you can clean up your mess, which is what I'm about to do, because I got a little mess going on. Finish my cafecito right here. Just kind of do any little other thing that I wanna do with this makeup look. And then I wanna give it maybe like 5 to 7 minutes where it just really absorbs any of that oil. It leaves the skin looking flawless. And then we're gonna dust it away and finish up this look. But a lot of this look is honestly powdering, using the setting spray, and using a very lightweight base so that everything else lies really pretty on top and doesn't feel heavy. Okay, bonitas, so I am back. I finished the rest of the little details I needed to do, a little bit of lower lash line mascara, a little bit of some liner, and my lip. So now let's go ahead and blend everything out. I also went ahead and changed. Guys, look how flawless the skin looks. Oh my goodness. Look how flawless it looks. Tell me that isn't flawless. I'm telling you, it's literally like filter. So now I'm gonna go ahead. Last spray we're gonna do. So we did how many sprays? 3 sprays? 3 sprays. So this is our last one. Just like that. Absolutely flawless complexion. Right now it is 9:21 in the morning. We're gonna wear this makeup for the entire day. Stay tuned this evening because obviously I need to show you guys that this actually is long wearing. Stay tuned later because you guys will see how beautiful this looks for the whole day. Hola bonitas. So I wanted to show you guys the foundation and all the products that we used in Luz Natural with natural lighting. You guys can see, look how stunning the complexion looks. I'm telling you guys, the one size powders, chef's kiss. Like they just leave the complexion looking so good. Also, excuse my dog in the background. He is having the time of his life. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys how this foundation looks right now. It is literally like 90 degrees. It feels so humid outside, but this is perfection because this is going to show us how this wears. But look how beautiful it looks. And also something I may have forgotten to point out, this is extremely lightweight on the skin. I keep forgetting I have makeup on just because the layers of this are so nice and thin, yet very, very long lasting, and also have great coverage and pigmentation. So this is what we're looking like, and I will see you guys later for the final thoughts on this. But I'm telling you guys, this is the one. Now it is 3:13 p.m. and this is what it looks like. You guys can see it's holding up pretty well still. You're starting to see a little bit of dew peek through, but typically by now this face is all dewy, you know, all dewy. And the fact that we only have a little bit of dew starting to pick up right here is definitely a good sign. Okay, bonitas, ya regresé. I am back. This is how the complexion looks like. Right now it is 8:25 p.m. and we're going strong. And the humidity in Maryland, guys, is insane. It is insane right now. It is so hot. So the fact that my makeup has held up this well and literally is still perfectly in place everywhere is honestly really amazing. You can see I have caught a little bit of dewiness, but everything is still really, really pretty. I'm telling you guys, this routine is the one. It involves a lot of steps. You definitely got to layer and do all of that, but what you get at the end of the day is just truly beautiful skin. I could go in and blot it a little bit and continue the rest of the night with this makeup. It's not going anywhere. It's literally on till dawn, like the setting spray says. So this is the routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video and seeing the routine and also seeing the wear test of it so you guys could really see how beautifully this wears, because I'm not kidding when I said this wears really beautifully. So I'm obsessed with this. It's stunning. It's so pretty. I highly recommend it. I will have everything linked down below so you guys can check out the products that I use to create this face of makeup. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's me to continue doing estos videos para ustedes. That's pretty much it. I hope that you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful and cool. because it's really hot out there. And I'll see you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Adios, bonitas.